Maniacs. I gave you my top 10 favorite movies of 2015. So now, here are my top 10 worst movies that I saw in 2015. Now, I don't usually do this. This is probably the first time I'm doing this. But to be clear, I haven't seen everything that came out in 2015. And this includes the bad movies as well. But with bad movies in particular, it's because, I'm a human being. And I'm the type of person that, I don't like wasting my time. So therefore, I don't like wasting my time with mediocre to bad movies. So therefore, if there's a movie that you saw that you thought should be on this list, but you don't see it, well, that's why. And here are two particular reasons why you may not see it on this list. Either one, it's because I didn't see it because I heard about how bad it was, so, I just stayed away from it. Or B, it was a movie that I had no interest in seeing to begin with, so I just let it slip under my radar. But that doesn't mean that there were some shit that I saw in 2015 that I did manage to see, and a couple reasons why is because it was a movie that I really was interested in seeing. I really wanted to see for myself how bad it was, or it was a movie that I thought was going to be good, but then it turned out to be crap. And there are also some other shit movies that I saw in 2015 that you may not see on this list, but because the top 10 movies that I listed, I just hated them more. So let's not waste any more time. Here are my personal top 10 worst movies that I saw in 2015. Otherwise, the top 10 movies that I personally hated more than Chappie, Pixels, and Terminator Genesis. Number 10. Coming in at number 10 is Vacation. Now, to be clear, I haven't seen any of the original Vacations, so I really have no knowledge or input going into Vacation. But I saw it with my friends and they enjoyed it. I thought it was okay, but it was sort of funny. I don't know, but I thought it was worthy of putting on my top 10 worst movies of this list. To me, Vacation is one of those movies that either you hate it or the only way to enjoy it is you got to be in an altered mindset. Now, I do not condone drugs or underage drinking, but you might have to be in an altered mindset when you watch this movie. So, yeah, that's how I feel about Vacation. So, yeah, moving on. Number 9. Number 9 is The Perfect Guy. This is a movie that, I don't know, this just seemed like this is a movie that should have been a TV movie. So Sanaa Lathan is just wasting her time just going through the motions. Morris Chestnut and Michael E., they just going through the motions. There's this one particular part at the end of the movie that I liked, and I thought was smart, but I ain't gonna spoil that for you. You probably never seen it, I don't care. But yeah, The Perfect Guy. I didn't think it was terrible, but it wasn't great or nothing. Number 8. Number 8 is The Girl Next Door. To me, this is a movie that I think it's so bad it's good, and particularly, I'm being a little biased because I do like Jennifer Lopez, and she was good in the movie, but it doesn't change the fact that this movie was total bullshit. You buying Jennifer Lopez as his English teacher, come on. And it was generic as hell, too, so, Number 7. At number 7 is Taken 3, a franchise that overstayed its welcome with the third movie. Liam Neeson, it looked like he was just going through the motions in the movie, and it was just a bad send-off to a franchise that started off with a great movie in the first Taken, and then it just got worse with Taken 2, and now we got Taken 3, so come on, Liam Neeson, you're better than this. So I guess they just wanted to end this off with a trilogy, so they just cranked this movie out as fast as they could, so yeah. Number 6. And number 6 is one of the worst paced movies I have seen in recent years, and that is Aloha. And, you're trying to buy Emma Stone as this half Asian, half Hawaiian. What the hell? What were you thinking, Cameron Crowe? But, yeah, this movie was just not that great. It's not terrible. It's just not great. It's just... This movie just wasn't for anyone, and it didn't know what it wanted to be. But however, there was this one part between Bradley Cooper and John Krasinski in the movie that I thought was hilarious, and it was a little hint to what you see in the trailer. But yeah, number 5. At number 5, Hot Tub Time Machine 2, the sequel that nobody asked for. I watched it, and I was just bored out of my mind watching it, and it was just not funny at all. It's just all the actors in the movie, they looked like they were just going through the motions, and the movie's just... Okay, next, number 4. Jupiter Ascending. One of the most disappointing bad movies I have seen. This movie definitely didn't know what it wanted to be. It was just all over the place. This movie was a mess. And, I don't know. The Wachowskis, you gave us The Matrix. How we get to here? Y'all need to get it together, because if y'all keep cranking out shit like this, I don't know what to say. But Jupiter Ascending, number 3. Give the rights back to Marvel. That's all I got to say. Next, number 2. Hot Pursuit, or as I call it, Hot Pursuit. Like, this is the most annoying movie that I have ever seen. Like, I didn't even see this movie in theaters, but I saw it at home, and if I saw this in theaters, I probably would have walked out the theater, but I'm not the person to walk out the theater. So when I saw this movie at home, I was halfway through it, and I turned it off, because I just couldn't take it anymore. You know, Reese Witherspoon coming from Oscar-nominated performance in Wild to this, and giving a fake southern accent, like, what the hell? How did you go from here, Reese Witherspoon, and then Sophia in the Guard? She's just annoying as ever in this movie. Talk about, my shoes! I'm tired of walking! Nah, nah, nah. That was the most annoying movie of 2015, let alone the most annoying movie I saw. If you watch this movie, do not see this movie, alright? If you think about seeing this movie, you think it's funny, that's fine, but I don't know what. Just, next! Number 1. My number 1 pick is on everyone's top 10 worst of 2015, and it gets no pass here. Now, number 1, it is 50 Shades of Total Fucking Trash. That's what I called it in my review, so I'm going to continue call it that. 50 Shades of Grey, as they call it. I'm sorry, I don't even have the energy to go into this movie. This movie's just bad. I'm sorry. This movie tries to ride the coattails of the equally shitty Twilight series, which it was adapted from. The author, she adapted it from a Twilight fan fiction, like, why? And people bought into this shit, particularly women and middle-aged women, and they're like, how do y'all find this entertaining and read the book or whatever, like, I don't know, and there's 2 more coming. At least it's 2 more coming, not 3 more coming, because you know, on a regular, they would split that 3rd movie into 2, so, but it's stuff like this that make me lose my faith in humanity, so. Alright, I'm done. I'm done talking about all this crap, so, yeah. All the worst movies that came out in 2015. So, yeah, that was my top 10 worst movies that I saw in 2015. If you like them, hate them, or love them, or you probably hate them more than likely. If you like what you see, go ahead, hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more, check out my channel. The link is in the description below. And be sure to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Movie Pilot, and Periscope. Peace.